Hey there, listeners, welcome back. This is your host, Pauline, and together we gather, we wonder. So, for today's podcast, let's discuss the overall judgment of the two communication model that we've discussed from the previous episodes. So, the two communication again was the Uskudra model and the Weasley-MacLean model. Alright, so let's have an example. First up, we've got the Uskudra model. Now, just like the previous example given by Miss Megan, this one's like a game of catch. Imagining you and a friend are tossing a ball back and forth. So this is how the model views communication. It is a two-way street with both of you acting as the sender and receiver. It's all about the back and forth and give and take. It was also mentioned that it's pretty versatile and can be applied in different situations, whether you're having a heart-to-heart chit-chat with a friend, online, or could be face-to-face. But just like in a game of catch, things can get a bit tricky if the ball, or let's say the message, isn't caught properly. So interpretation and feedback are super important. Let us all remember that in communicating, we need to really focus on who and what we're talking about, right? So it is important to give every little detail the attention that it needs. Okay, so next on our plate is the Weasley-MacLean model. So again, just like the previous example, this one's like a city map of communication. It's quite comprehensive, showing all the different routes of message can take. It takes into account all the external factors that can influence the way we communicate, like our personal experiences and the environment around us. This model is a good fit for both one-on-one chats and mass communication. But just like the city map or a city map, it can be a bit complex to navigate, especially with all the personal perspective involved. Remembering that in this kind of model, we use this bigger environment or with a lot of people, so it's important to consider the others' perspectives or opinions and know that we live in very different and diverse environment. But also because of this, it will help us change our minds to be considerate of others. Alright, so there you have it. I really hope that you enjoyed this podcast and hope that you didn't notice that it was kind of a bit fast, because that is really all I could say in this model. I hope that you really enjoy this. So both models have their own unique flavors and can spice up our understanding of communication. It's like choosing between a hearty game of catch and an adventurous city tour. Both have their own thrills, so it really depends on what kind of journey you want to embark on. I hope you remember all the lessons that we had in all our podcasts. This will really help us improve our communication skills by knowing the strengths, weaknesses, advantages, and disadvantages of these communication models. So that is again the wrap for this podcast. This is the very last podcast, and I hope that you enjoy. Again, this is Together We Gather, We Wonder.